Hey everybody, stick around to the end of this video to hear about some Mary Poppins trivia I should have told you guys about on Walt Disney's birthday. Let's get on with it. By the way, I'm kind of surprised that this is a clip. You would think they would save this for the movie.
The picture's changed.
Looks as though they've broken your carriage wheel.
That they have. It's useless now.
Useless as a chocolate teapot.
The board is speaking.
And who do we think is going to fix that?
There's the riddle. Then what broke it fixes it. That's what I say. What do you think, Mary Poppins?
Well, I suppose we have no choice.
But how are we going to do that?
I know a bit about fixing carriages.
But we can't fix the carriage wheel.
Is Lin-Manuel Miranda trying to do a Cockney sort of accent? Which, you know, among these sort of British/Irish accents, and like I think I could do English, Scottish, and Welsh okay, but I have a hard time doing Irish and Cockney. Now they're gonna go into the ball. Kind of surprised they didn't show any like characters with, oh, here we go. Is that 2D animation, by the way? If it's 2D, you know, all the flowers spinning around, please let me know, because I know there are people on Twitter and social media saying, 2D animation is back, maybe this is testing the waters. I don't know for a wait, that's it? That's about as much as they showed in the previous Mary Poppins trailer I did a reaction for. I think, dang, and it was just getting good. But, you know, again, I'm surprised because it's like, it said that, yeah, it did say clip from the movie. What exactly did they say in the full name? Royal Dalton Bowl clip, Mary Poppins Returns. So, okay, that's about it. It's funny because in the second trailer, they also showed that scene where I think it was the exact same scene because at the very end you saw that Mary Poppins and the Lin-Manuel Miranda character were all dressed up in those outfits. You know, I'll go back to, but yeah, those outfits. So I'm like, so you could show us the. I don't know if I'd say that it's a case of them showing us even less than they did in the previous trailer. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I'm just thinking, like, okay, clip. You showed this. You showed them going into this animated world just like you did in the first trailer for Mary Poppins Returns. Are you going to show us something more? But I guess then again, if they did show you some more, then it would be giving a little too much of the movie. So I guess my issue here is that you're just showing the same thing all over again. But I guess that's, what Disney does is what Disney does, I guess. So, but since we're here to talk about Mary Poppins Returns anyway, my iPad is like sitting way over there, but I'm too lazy. It's too far away for me to get it. I do have a couple of things to say. If this in particular, like if this is really a 2D animated scene, again, I don't know for sure. If it is, please post the source down below in the comments. And it's just making sure. If it is, it looks like it. I'm just saying that if it is, then... Actually, let me look that up. Yeah, I think according to this ABC article that I'll post, it does say that that what you are seeing is 2D animation, so I think that's definitely really, really cool. I really hate, I don't hate the animation community, obviously. Like, the animation community, I would say if it wasn't for them, my YouTube channel wouldn't be where it is right now. But I don't like this idea of like people, championing one form of animation over the other. Like, I know there's, especially in the 2D animation fandom, which, hey, I like 2D animated movies. Like, I like many of the the 20th century Disney movies, including the Disney Renaissance films. But I'm also not one of those people that, will go on and say, 2D animation is the best and be that sort of an elitist, because as I'm a believer that, whether you use hand-drawn animation or if it's done in a computer, and hey, think about it, a lot of the 90s Disney movies like Hercules, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and oh my god, Hunchback of Notre Dame, like, like, were 2D films that use CG, techniques in some scenes. In Hercules, the Hydra was done through computer generation, and Beauty and the Beast, the ballroom scene, with the camera moving around, that was all done on a computer. And Hunchback of Notre Dame, in my opinion, was like the closest to a perfect marriage, because it had some not only stunning 2D animation, but the CG work is mind-blowingly good. Especially, like, remember in the climax, if you guys have seen Hunchback, when Quasimodo swoops down from Notre Dame Cathedral to get Esmeralda, and the camera spins. I mean, it is so. And then when he like picks her up and and shouts "Sanctuary, Sanctuary," that is epic. Like it doesn't matter, what form it is. But I am also a person that also thinks, 2D animation has been gone for far too long. I know some people are gonna say, well, it's because Princess and the Frog and Winnie the Pooh underperformed at the box office, but it would still be really nice to have. And nowadays, like, I guess I can get at sort of why CG kind of has a bad rub nowadays, because as good as CG movies from especially studios like DreamWorks and Disney really are, it does have that. I do get sometimes corporate vibes that CG movies are the norm now because they're the ones that make money. I mean, I guess it's because adults assume, if it's done on a computer, that means it's for adults. But, that logic is absolutely ridiculous. So, hey, if it is 2D, at least from what this ABC article says, and ABC, as you know, is owned by the Disney company. I guess for just this moment, I'm having this big, sort of disbelief that, Disney said yeah. But then again, it is the sequel to Mary Poppins, in itself a classic movie of over 50 years. So I guess just for this once, Disney said, all right, you can have your 2D animation back. So, and also since, as a Mary Poppins film, it's a mixture between live action and animation, they figured, why not? So, I am hearing some pretty cool things about Mary Poppins Returns, and that I think it was actually nominated at the Golden Globes, which I don't really want to talk about the Golden Globes, because I don't, like relying on just award shows to tell me what movies are good and really bad. There's many movies that I can think of that should have won Best Picture, but it didn't. Yeah, so another ABC article, again, not to be biased towards ABC, it's just that they're a good source. It says that Mary Poppins Returns was nominated for Best Motion Picture in the musical or comedy category. Might I add that Crazy Rich Asians also got nominated in that category, and I'm like, maybe? I mean, I liked the movie, but it wasn't, like, award season material in my mind, even for... even in the comedy category, I'm sure somebody could do better. Best Original Score in a Motion Picture, Best Actress, and Best Actor. Again, all nominations, so, because I know the first Mary Poppins, swept the Academy Awards when it came out in, the movie came out in 1964, and, of course, the Oscars were held the following year. So, as much as I'm skeptical, and I'm definitely one of those people that was like, ugh, why are they making a Mary Poppins sequel? Like, the first Mary Poppins, I may not love it as much, I know, a big shocker, or as, many people, but it's still a really feel-good, a really, really good feel-good movie, and its message is absolutely wonderful. I mean, but I still hold it up as one of those movies that it doesn't need a sequel. Which, yes, I know the Mary Poppins book series by P.L. Travers had sequels, but the one from Disney was honestly so definitive. I know P.L. Travers would say otherwise, that I'm just like, yeah, you don't need to make sequels to this movie. Some may argue that Bedknobs and Broomsticks is kind of a spiritual sequel, but by the way, was I the only person as a kid who thought that Bedknobs and Broomsticks was this really, really long movie? I don't know. Maybe it's because I saw the extended cut as a kid. Never got a chance to see the original cut. But anyway, that's honestly what I felt. I even still remember I think AMC, back when they were still doing AMC Movie Talk, they were doing some kind of roundtable and they brought up Disney sequels. And when the question of should they do a Mary Poppins sequel came up, I remember John Campea was like, "Oh, that'll be so wonderful," and I'm like, "Campea, no." But who knows? I mean, as Ross Sev has said before on this show, you definitely can't judge a movie based on a trailer. Like, it's funny how I mentioned Crazy Rich Asians, that I remember reading the press it got, and people were hyping this up. My sister was reading the book it was based on, and I'm just like, wah, it's gonna be cheesy as hell. And then go see the movie, and it was actually a really, really good movie. In a way, it was almost therapeutic to me. Was it amazing? Was it, again, as I said earlier, was it awards worthy? Nah, not quite. I consider myself really strict when it comes to what movies should even get nominated for awards and that kind of a thing. But it still turned out okay. And actually, another perfect example of a beloved movie that when I heard was getting a sequel, I'm like, no, don't do it. And in my mind, that in the example I'm about to bring up, I would say is even more scary of a case compared to Mary Poppins, was actually Blade Runner. Like, when I heard that they were going to make a Blade Runner sequel, like, this was before it got the name Blade Runner 2049. All I really knew about it was Harrison Ford would be in it, and it was going to be directed by Denis Villeneuve. If I mispronounce his name, I'm sorry. Please correct me in the comments. And I'm very interested in learning about French Canada. I know that Denis is a French Canadian, so if somebody can correct me, like if you're from Quebec and you can correct me, please let me know down below in the comments. But anyway, I'm sidetracking. In the case of 2049, trailers came out. I mean, the trailers got me invested. There was some really intense shit. I still remember when they did that prologue movie with Jared Leto's character, where he had the replicant, obey his command, and eventually he had the replicant commit suicide. I was shaking by the end of that. That was such an eerie prologue. But even for all that, I'm just like, do we still need the sequel? And I still remember when I was going to go see it, I remember it very well. Like, I was going to lunch with Steven and Gabby right before we were going to go see 2049 in IMAX at this theater near us. And I remember just walking into the IMAX theater thinking, this better be good. And when I got out of 2049, it wasn't as groundbreaking as the first, like, not in any way, shape, or form. Like, I wouldn't say they updated it to a point or anything like its ideas or themes, or what kind of the themes were very interesting for a Blade Runner film, or the effects were anything super, super groundbreaking. But I would say it was almost as good as the first Blade Runner. Like, I will say I was glad I saw 2049. So who knows, maybe it'll be a similar case. I mean, I don't always agree with award season, but if it's up for, Golden Globes, then I'm thinking maybe there is a bit of a possibility. I'm not necessarily going to say, even if I like the movie, that, oh my god, it's good, it should get nominations. Like, I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm not that kind of a person, Because for me, in order for an award season movie to win, like, for me to be satisfied, it not only has to be a good movie or even a really good movie, but it has to give me something that I didn't even expect. Like, something good that I, could never expect. And I feel I made a personal connection. And, hey, even if the movie could speak to me. I mean, that's why, like, movies that I really like that have won, tons of awards in the past, like Schindler's List, Forrest Gump, those movies, that's why I was really glad they won a ton of awards. It's funny, I'm looking at this, and as you know, some of you guys might know if you're a Julie Andrews fans. I mean, if you're into Mary Poppins, you're more than likely a Julie Andrews fan. Sound of Music won Best Picture in 65. In that kind of a case, it's definitely a really touching movie. I love the songs and Sound of Music. I'll never forget. There was even a time when I was a freshman in high school, we had to learn ballroom dancing for PE, and the song they used was Edelweiss. And, I guess in the case of Sound of Music, that was more of a case where I was happy for the film, although I wouldn't necessarily say that I thought that Sound of Music was really game-changing. So, I am not very, I'm very strict when it comes to thinking, which movies should win awards and that kind of a thing, as I make sure that my mic is working properly. But, who knows, maybe it'll be that kind of direction where I'm at least expecting, it's going to be like Blade Runner 2049 all over again, where I'm like, I don't know about this, and then I walk out and it's like, ooh, this is actually quite amazing. So, and I wouldn't put it past Disney either, which I know there's going to be some in there, a mix of people who are either people who don't like these Disney live-action reboots, which I've liked the ones I've seen, but there are others that I kind of scratch my head at. And then there's going to be ones who are Mary Poppins skeptics. It's like, I don't know about this. Which, hey, I agree that there's every right to be skeptical in terms of, do we even need a Mary Poppins sequel? Well, and I can't safely say the reason they made this was because, hey, we want to make another Mary Poppins movie because we know the original is a classic and we need some money. Disney, we need some money. And I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but you get my point. We're a big company and we want more of that growth. It's like, we want some more, and I'm acting like Disney and Bob Iger is at some kind of poker game. No, I'm getting ridiculous. I mean, all I could really say is just supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I guess I'm just acting like Mr. Banks in the first Disney film. But hey, I'm definitely I wouldn't put it past Disney to make another really good Mary Poppins film. I don't know if I'd expect it to be as good as the first, but hey, if it's good, it's good, and this trailer, and I'm just blown away that they had, these 2D animation sequences, Well, I guess it could pave the way for, more 2D anime films. You can argue that Disney is testing the waters in this, even though I'm pretty sure, the first Mary Poppins, it's just going to be one scene where it has the 2D animation, albeit for its time, Mary Poppins had some really astounding effects, with the things like the, Mary Poppins carpet bag and the scene with Edwin where everybody's flying on the roof. For its time, those are extraordinary special effects. So I don't know, I'm just expecting, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. That's all I really care about. So, but please post your thoughts down below about the trailer or clip that you have seen. Would you be interested in seeing Mary Poppins Returns, or do you have reasons to be skeptical? And hey, if you're skeptical, don't be shy to let me know. Just don't be rude about it, So, post all those thoughts down below. If you have any ideas for future videos or clip reactions like this, be sure to let me know in the comments, or you can also email me. And as you could see me from my trailer reaction, you can also let me know on the following social media channels. I would personally prefer if you guys let me know on Twitter, by the way, because I'm on that platform the most when it comes to communicating with people and telling you guys what I'll be doing next. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later. I really should have told you guys about this back on December 5th when it was Walt Disney's birthday. I did put up a Instagram post wishing him happy birthday, but since that's passed, I figured I'd tell you guys something I knew about for quite a while, and since I'm talking about Mary Poppins Returns, I may as well tell you something that's related to the first Mary Poppins film. So, I think this is from the 40th anniversary edition of the Mary Poppins home video release, but in the special features, I think, they show the behind the scenes, and at the very end, one of the songwriters for Mary Poppins, Richard Sherman, says that on Walt's 100th birthday, Sherman was dedicating the Walt Disney statue at Disneyland, and he said that he was going to play Walt's favorite song, Feed the Birds, the song from Mary Poppins. So he played it, and when it was over, oh my God, I'm getting some feels right now just thinking about what I'm gonna say. He said that somebody told him that a bird passed by him just when Sherman was about to finish, and you could make of that what you will in terms of spirituality and that kind of a thing. I think you guys get the idea why it means so much to Sherman that that bird passed by, especially when you know that Feed the Birds was like Walt Disney's favorite song. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. I wanted to put that at the end of the video just so I didn't start off my video being too feelsy. So just a neat bit of Disney trivia on that one. So hope you guys like my discussion on Mary Poppins Returns, and thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, be sure to like this Blood Moon Bobby video if you enjoyed it. Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Be sure to ring the notification bell to be notified about my latest upload. Follow me on my social media pages at Blood Moon Bobby to find out about what I'll be covering next and for more of my opinions. Thanks for watching.